Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about finally block in Java. In this video, we will discuss about when finally block are execute and in which situation finally block are not executes. So what is finally? We can say that finally is the block which executes always, even if you are catching the exception or you are not catching the exception. So let me give you the example for the same. Let me save this program as demo7.java. Let me put this in a comment. We can say finally is the block which executes always, even if we are catching the exception or we are not catching the exception. Let me write here one class, and that class is demo7. Let me write the main function, that is public static void main. Let me declare here two variables. One a is equal to, for example, 20, b is equal to 0. Let me write the try block to test for errors. So here we can do what? We can initialize the value that we will get from the command prompt. So I'm writing here integer.parseInt, and here you can write args of 0. Now what I want to do? I want to just divide the number. So I'm doing what? System.out.println a divided by b. So what happened? There are two probability. One, might be a chance user not provide any argument, and second, if user provide the value 0, then it will be arithmetic exception. So I want to catch only one exception over here, and that is array index out of bounds exception. And here I just want to print the message, and the message is please provide argument. So if user not provide the argument, then we will put the message that please provide the argument. And here you can say I just want to write the one statement, and this is after try. So if we get the message after try, it means that the program is not abnormally terminated. Here we can write the finally also. So let me write finally. Here in finally block, we can write some message, and the message is what? It always executes. So finally is the block which executes always. You can save this program. Now here you can compile your program, that is Java C demo7.java, and you can run your program Java demo7. What happens? See, if you are not providing any argument, then it will says that please provide argument, and it always executes and after try. But suppose if I am providing the value and that value is proper, for example 5, right, then 20 divided by 5, it is 4, and it always executes again after try. Suppose if you are not providing the proper input, suppose if you are providing here 0, then what happened? That is 20 divided by 0 is an arithmetic exception, and we have not handled the arithmetic exception over here. So what it will do? It is abnormal termination, and that is the reason why I am not getting the message after try over here. I am getting the message after try here, but I am not getting the message after try here. It means it's an abnormal termination. But even if you are catching the exception or you are not catching the exception, your one code is executed, and that is it always executes. So you can say finally is the block which always executes. But in which situation finally block is not execute? So finally block is not execute if there is an abnormal program termination due to the JVM crash or shutdown. Let me give you the demonstration of the same. Let me save this program as demo8.java. Finally is the block which executes always unless there is abnormal termination. So if any abnormal termination is there, or if user call the function that is System.exit, then in this situation finally block will not be executed. For example, here I am doing what? I am calling the System.exit, and I am passing the value, for example 0. So I want to exit instantly from my program, and let me save this program as demo8. You can compile your program, that is Java C demo8.java. Whenever you run this, Suppose if you are not providing any argument, then what happen? It will execute the catch, and that is array index out of bound. So it will print please provide the argument, right? So if you are not providing the argument, then it says please provide the argument, but it always executes it. It means that my cursor is not moved to line number 12. So at the 10th line exception is there, and the cursor is moved directly into 13th line. So 11 and 12 both lines are skipped. Suppose if you are providing the value 0, then also what happen? If exception you catch, or if you not catch, then also your finally block will execute. Yes, it is correct. But suppose if you are providing perfect input, that is 5, then what happen? User is providing the argument, yes, 20 divided by 5, it is 4. Now here it will call system.exit 0. And students, what happens? See carefully. The cursor will be moved from here, written back. So cursor will be written back. So there will be any line will be executed after this line. So this after try will also not come, and this it always execute will also not come. So only one statement is came over here, and that is what 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. And after that, system has instantly terminated the program. So all the line after that particular line will be skipped. If you are not providing any argument, then it is not abnormal termination. Why? Because I am catching the array index out of bounds exception. But if you provide here 0, then it is an abnormal termination. Why? Because I am not catching the arithmetic exception. But suppose if you are providing the proper input, and that is the proper integer, that is the second argument is not 0. So suppose if you are not providing the second argument 0, then your cursor will be moved at the line number 12, and at the line number 12 system.exit 0 is written. So all the statement after that will be skipped. Sometimes people says that is finally block is execute after a written statement from the method. Yes. Let me give you the example for the same. Let me save this program as demo 9. Now let me write the name of the class is demo 9. Let me remove all this statement. Now I want to demonstrate you the concept, and that is what can the finally close will be execute even after the return statement. Yes. Let me declare here one function, and the function is that is public static integer, and let me write the name of the function is, for example, display. So what this function will do? This function having the try, and here in a try I'm writing the simple statement that is written 1, and here I'm catching the exception. If any exception is there, then I want to catch the exception, and here if exception is there, then I want to return the 2, and I want to write the finally block over here. So here in a finally block I'm writing the message, and the message is what? It executes even after return statement from method. Now I want to call this function. So let me call the function, and that function is system.out.println, and I want to call the function display. I can call directly display function. Why? Because this method is static method. You can save this. Now here you can compile your program, that is Java C demo9.java, and here you can run Java demo 9. What happens, students? Please see carefully. I'm calling the function display. So here in a display I'm writing in a try return 1. So there is no exception is there in my try code, so catch block will not be executed, but finally block will be executed, and I will get the message 1, and it executes even after return statement. See here, it executes even after return statement. So finally is the block which executes always unless there is abnormal termination, or it is called like a system.exit, or if it is a JVM crash or power failure, software crash or shutdown. Other than this, your finally block will always be executes. One more thing interesting is what? We can write the try. We can write try without catch. we can write try without finally. But either catch or finally is required in try. See here, I am writing both, then it's okay. That is catch and finally. But if you are not writing any of this clause, that is, if you are writing a try without catch or finally, then you will get an error. You can save this and you can compile this particular program, that is demo9.java. You will get an error try without catch, finally, or a resource declaration. It means we have to write either catch or finally. Suppose if you are not writing finally, then also it's okay. If you are not writing finally, then also it's okay. You can compile this particular program, it will be compiled successfully. If you are writing finally, but if you are not writing catch, then also it's okay. You can save this and you can compile your program again. It will be compiled successfully. So we can say that either catch or finally or both you can write in a try. But try we cannot write without catch or finally. And one try may have the multiple catch.